Greetings, everybody. Hello from the riverside. This is the Edogawa River here in Tokyo. It's, I think, the biggest river in Tokyo. The Sumidagawa might be the main river, but this one is really wide. You can see right over here. Well, let me turn the camera around. It's big, and the river is pretty wide. And when the rainy season is here, these banks will flood a little bit. They'll come up closer. There in the distance is, well, this is one of the highways that goes around the city, and in the distance you can see they're building another overpass over the overpass, which is pretty cool. It's kind of a massive construction project that they've been doing for quite a while. This is something that if you're a tourist visiting Tokyo, you're not gonna see, because I'm really far out there in the suburbs. Yeah, this is the way I came in here. I'm out, and these are all Sakura trees, by the way. This is why I'm doing the live stream. All of these along the river are Sakura trees. And this is the Komatsugawaundo Park, I believe it's what it's called. And I'm gonna give you a status of the Sakura blossoms. Now, a lot of people ask me, when are the Sakura blossoms, when are the cherry blossoms gonna be blooming here in Japan? And the answer is, you know, only Mother Nature really knows. They bloom every year differently. Last year when I was hitchhiking, I was down in Kyushu. Kyushu is further south than Tokyo, and believe it or not, the cherry blossoms bloomed earlier in Tokyo than they did in Kagoshima, which is typically warmer than Tokyo. It's just the way that the Mother Nature works. You know, you can't predict the way that nature is gonna go. So here, without further ado, here's what we have right now in Tokyo. Hello, thanks everybody for joining me. I wanted to give everybody a minute to tune in before I start showing you the blossoms. So this is a cherry blossom tree, and you can see it is budding, and the sun is hitting it, and hopefully they're happy and they're going to be out soon. This is actually big news because the country goes crazy for these cherry blossoms. Yet they're not on the tree, but it's just really not that far away. I bet we're going to start seeing some blossoms in about 2.5 weeks from now. It's kind of exciting. At least I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, wherever you are in the world. You might be in the desert, or you might be still in Canada where there's lots of snow. But here in Tokyo, we have a really beautiful, cool day. There's a wind coming off of the river. I've rented a bicycle. So this is what I'm doing out here. I rented a bicycle. My bicycle has a flat. I guess I didn't take very good care of it in the winter, and I rented this from one of the stations near my house. It's 200 yen, or about $1.75 to rent. And I came here to do my taxes. And this might be interesting. Remember Ruth from the, this is Ruth's TV show, and she gave me this folder for an HK, and there's Ruth right there. This is Kiso Ego, and Ruth was in the Enoshima video with me, and that's her TV show. And it just ended its run, I believe. Shigoto no Kiso Ego. And I have my tax forms in there. I can't show you that. But I just did my taxes, and that's the reason why I'm out here. I write out myself, and I do my own taxes myself. This is tax season in Japan from the middle of February to the middle of March. We're all out here doing our taxes. And when the tax season is done, boom, the cherry blossoms bloom, and we have a really wonderful holiday out of it. This is what I was telling you about at the Edojo ruins, the Edo Castle ruins. Usually on the cherry blossom trees, they'll put a sign explaining what the variety is. And this one is from an Oshima Sakura. Oshima Sakura, which is pretty cool. It's from Izu, so it's native from this area of Japan, from Shizuoka. I believe Izu is in Shizuoka. And this is what the blossoms will look like. And they put it on the tree so you know the variety, because there's so many varieties of trees in Japan, cherry blossoms, that it's hard to really pinpoint what you're looking at unless you're a tree expert. These are really beautiful. There's tons of them along the river. Let me walk out here. Now on the other side of this bridge, there's lots of baseball fields where little leaguers will practice. And if you just follow the river side down, these actually go for quite a ways. I'm gonna hop on the bicycle in a second and give you a tour around this area. There's some more bridges down there. You can see a lot of cars on the highway right now. So for everybody tuning in right now, cherry blossom status. I'm walking around the trees right now. I'm serious. Japanese news media every year will go around to the parks and they're gonna check out the cherry blossom tree status. And it's like, why don't I do this for you right now? Because if you're thinking about coming to Japan for the cherry blossom season, you're gonna want to know what the progress is. So then you either catch it or you try to make sure you're here at the peak. So that's what it looks like right now. These are the blossoms on the tree. The iPhone 7 Plus is doing a pretty good job of getting it in focus for you. You can eat the cherry blossoms. They're in a lot of cuisine. Starbucks has a cherry blossom latte, I believe, or some kind of cherry blossom drink. I'll put that on Instagram. I have some pictures of it. I tried it the other day. Yeah, they have cherry blossom cake, cherry blossom ice cream, cherry blossom liqueur, lots of cherry blossom snacks. And I believe that they will preserve the cherry blossoms and use it in baked items. So lots of people live in this area. You can see here, well, not quite here, but there's tons of apartment buildings. This one right there. These are massive apartment buildings, and this is I like to call it the Oshima, or the Big Island, the Oshima area on the Edogawa River. And it's just, personally, I wouldn't want to live here because I don't want to live where everyone else is living. I want to live in a special place, and I believe I do. This area, it's just a lot of high-rise apartments, and they've done a good job of building parks around it and making it very natural. And of course, you have the river right here, but this is not exactly the best place for me personally to live. Although, if you're a marathon runner, you like to run like I do, the river has a path that'll take you down without a traffic light for, I think, about 30 or 40 kilometers. It's like 30 miles of just pure straight running along the riverside. There's a path. You see a lot of people are out here exercising. People in Japan, they ride their bicycles and stay in shape, even in the city. Yeah. So let me hop on the bicycle. I'm gonna take you around. The sky tree's over here. All right, let's get on here. And I'll take you out, show you around. So where's a good place to see the cherry blossoms, asks somebody. Just the chat just went away. You know, Tokyo, for me, I try to avoid, I'll go to the crowded places once or twice, but I try to avoid those places and just go to local parks. Local parks are always going to be the best place because they're more relaxed. And the thing with being in the cherry blossoms is that you want to feel a little bit of nature. And you can't, oh, there's a sky tree. You can't really do that when you are in Ueno, because there's so many people, mostly drunk off their rockers. I don't know, how do you say, they're really wasted, and you can't really feel that sense of nature when you're so wasted like that. Let me bring the bicycle around here. There's a little guard so you don't, so motorcycles don't ride on here. And I could take you over the Edogawa River. You take you this day. Alright. So here we are. There's the sky tree in the distance, and this is Route 14, or Keio-dori, that takes you between Chiba and Tokyo, this highway. And I'm gonna ride to the other side. I live in Edogawa ward, so I live this way. And we're gonna go over the Edogawa River, and I will show you a little bit of this really big river. It's not really the best idea to be riding a bicycle and filming, but this is the kind of excitement I think we need on this channel. Anything can happen on the Only Japan Go channel, including an accident of a bicycle rider riding off of the bridge into the river. But it's a chilly day, but with the sun out, it's warm. It's gonna be cold tonight. That's another reason why the blossoms aren't out, because we have something called Sankanshion, we say in Japanese. It's like before spring breaks, we're gonna have, all right, we're in the middle here. Before spring breaks, and it gets warm every day, we have like 3 days hot, 3 days cold, 3 days hot, 3 days cold, something like this. And we're in the period where it's going like this right now. There's a lot of traffic on the bridge. All right, there's that highway overpass they're building right now. And this is the ring road. If you go, that tower is Funabori Station, Funabori. There's a little tower there on the Toei Shinjuku line. And if you were to continue going this way straight, you would hit Kasai Rinkai Koen and Tokyo Disneyland. So we're not that far from Tokyo Disneyland. I think if I got on my bicycle and went straight, I could be there in about 35 minutes or so, 30 minutes. Yeah, there's a path. You can see the bicycle rider there. There's a path along this middle island, and you can ride straight to Tokyo Disneyland if you go straight, which would be pretty cool to do. Yeah, this is Juyongosen. This is Route 14, or the Keio Doro. It will take you to Chiba if you keep on going straight. It might take you a little while because traffic's pretty rough. But I wanted to give you an update on oh wow, you see the flights on the way up. That's pretty cool. Such a clear day here. This is coming in from Narita Airport. So it is a really nice day today, and I wanted to give you an update on the cherry blossoms. For those of you who are coming to Japan, there's so many people who have been writing to me telling me that they want to come to Japan for the cherry blossoms. This is not the time, but it's getting close. No helmet. Nobody wears a helmet when you're on a one-speed bicycle. I'm telling you right now. This is the usual deal. I want you to count all the people wearing a helmet. All right. Is he wearing a helmet? No. Are any of these people wearing helmets? No. Nobody wears a helmet when they're riding a bicycle, because we have dedicated, nobody's riding at warp speed, and we have dedicated lanes for riding bicycles. Nobody wears a helmet. Look at this kid coming, no helmet. So, I probably should have a helmet, but it's not a law to ride with a helmet. When I rented this bicycle, didn't come with a helmet. A helmet ever. What is a helmet? It's one of these, I know you're just joking, but it's one of these, yeah, it's a no helmet life, okay? It's a no helmet life. These kids don't have helmets. That grandma don't have a helmet. No helmet. That's a hat, that's not a helmet. She has really big hair, but that doesn't count as a helmet. No helmet, no helmet, no helmet. So, yeah, living on the edge. So before everybody on the internet starts to chastise me and tell me how bad I am bad. I'm bad to the core. And I'm riding without a helmet. Ah, yeah. I'm gonna stop underneath the overpass and then end this live stream, but I thought I would show you a little bit. That's a sky tree in the distance. It's pretty nice, you know, to ride your bike. I think riding your bicycle is not a bad way to see Tokyo. Inside the city center, there's not a lot of places for you to ride safely, I think. But nobody has helmets there either. Yeah, nobody's wearing a helmet there either. So it's sort of, that guy's not wearing a helmet. So it's sort of, just go slow. Don't go too fast. Watch where you're going. Don't live stream when you ride a bicycle. That's dangerous. Well, you know, I'm somewhat experienced with handling it. I can use my nose to turn the camera around. I'm pretty good with that. So there's the construction. It's a pretty amazing project. I've been watching this over the last few months, and adding a lane to an established highway is never easy, because you can't stop the traffic, and yet they're finding a pretty good way to build this. Very, very good. I'm gonna stop underneath here. Thank you, Buggy the Clown. I never thought I'd say those words in my life. But thank you, making a clown. right. The last thing I wanted to show you is right here. There's the end of the highway where they're building it, and then I guess they're gonna bring that down into this lane, so the two highways will connect. And if you wanted to connect with the highways, you'd have to go all the way around the city to get onto this road. Now you can do it real easily. Now here, where this boat is, they do boat racing just a little bit further down. I guess you can't really see it here. This is the construction zone. All right, hold on a second. All right, just a little bit further down, there's a stadium for boat racing. Yeah, and this is near the Nakagawa, but they do boat racing down here, and you'll see the boats just flying down, and there's a little stand where you can watch them. I believe it's right down here. It's pretty cool. They're not racing today. It's a weekday, but instead I think they're dredging stuff, which isn't exactly exciting. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. There's lots of stuff like that happening here in the city of Tokyo. Boat racing. Yeah. So this is the Komatsugawa right now. This area of Tokyo's Komatsugawa between Edogawa Ward and what is this? What ward is this? Gosh, there's so many. There's 23 wards in Tokyo, so it's hard to remember them all. Chuo. Between Edogawa, I forgot. But nice day. Cherry blossom's not quite there yet. Buggy the Cloud, have you ever heard of Baby Metal? Buggy, and this is a super chat. Buggy, yes! Baby Metal, and I'm hoping that they do play during the Olympics, the 2020 Olympics. I love being asked questions from Buggy the Cloud. Not just because he's throwing a super chat, but because his name's Buggy the Cloud. It's pretty cool. So I showed you everything I wanted to, but this area of Tokyo you can see is very flat. There's no mountains underneath it. It's pretty much suburbs. Not exactly the exciting. You live out here. This apartment building's got an awesome view of Route 14. That's about it. And if you look back, you'll see the Tokyo Sky Tree on the right and nobody wearing helmets on the left. We're live, by the way. Is it buffering? Sorry, Caroline. How to use a helmet? Well, the straps are kind of hard. And nobody, you know what? I haven't seen one person wear a helmet, so I took a lot of heat when I climbed the Eishimo Ohashi. Not climbed it, but I rode up it, and I followed the rules. And I got a lot of heat from people for not wearing a helmet and riding along with the cars. But if there's not a dedicated path for bicycles, bicycles are considered vehicles, and they have to be off of the sidewalk legally. No helmet. No helmet. Legally, you can't be on the sidewalk where the people are, and if you're filming a show with officials, you can't break the law, you know. But yeah, I don't know. People just are very safe drivers. They wear seatbelts though in the cars. I can see that. That's good. Okay, everybody. Just want to say hi. Cherry Blossom's not quite there yet. Have a great day. Good night, everybody. I'll be back with another live stream. I'm going to do a midnight snack run, and I'm editing the video, which should be up by tomorrow night on living long life here in Japan. It's a really important episode because I've been kind of wondering why Japanese people live such a long life. Is it DNA? Is it the environment? Is it the food? Is it the diet? Is it exercise? What are the important things that play in people's lives that make them live as long as they do? And maybe I got the answers in this episode coming up. So, see you again soon. Bye from the highway. No boats. Lots of cars. And helmetless riders. See you, everybody. Oh, and I am doing a Sakura meetup, but check it out on Facebook and Instagram. See you, bye-bye.